Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And you hear Kyrie Irving's name, and you think of a playmaking point guard. But he is as deadly a shooter, Kenny, as anyone in the league from time to time.
I mean, the guy won the three-point contest,
yeah.
So no surprise there. You know, he's averaged, 2 to 3 three-pointer shots made in the last couple of seasons. Now he's quick to get off his shot off the dribble, which is different from most three-point shooters. That's why some people don't really recognize him as a three-point shooter.
And not only that, Kenny, because he's so fast, you got to respect his drive and give him the space. As soon as you do that, yak him.
Thanks for joining us. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
That's the sound of that, Ernie. Yak him.
That's what I hear.
Yak him.
That's what I hear when I shoot.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Philadelphia 76ers come into tonight's game after losing earlier in the season in their last game against the Cavaliers.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Antetokounmpo early out there with Okafor. And it's Rivera in at the 4. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. The drive by Green. It's stolen by Early.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The 11-footer. Rebound Love. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, and really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Kevin Love.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
First quarter, just over a minute played. There's a good screen. Off the pick. And it's sent back by Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got his first basket of the night.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Here's Cowens. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Irving. Outside, Green. Here's Hudson. The shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Now here's Green. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower. Shot clock at 3. From deep. Look at that shot. How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh. Early, the pass to Rivera. To the paint. Puts up the baby hook. That's good.
How How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Now, here is Irving. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks, Doris. The drive by Green, and it's blocked. Collins. He's covered by Irving. There's the dish to Early. The pass to Rivera. There's the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Green. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Second, Kevin Love. In the third spot, Jahlil Okafor.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Cleveland leading by 5. Irving kicks to Green. That three off the mark. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Now, here is Irving. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here is Lowry. Stolen away. Irving dishes to Green. And the three off target. The 76ers trail by 6. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing. And what they've got going right now is not getting it done. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here is Lowry. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. First in shooting percentage, first in three-point shooting, and they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's the screen. Green, the pass to Blackman. And again, it's Cleveland.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Here's Lowry. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Madsen, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Green with the ball. Last time out, he had 44 points. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Right at the free throw line. Green missing again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lowry from outside. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Cavaliers lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same.
You know, we got a group of guys who came in and bought into.
The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Cleveland.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Jared Sullinger is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Madsen in at the shooting guard position. And let's now go to the score.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Rivera, he's checked in for the 76ers. Green kicks to Irving, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
One shot. Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Here's early, guarded by Green. They set the screen. Passes it to Rivera. 13 feet away. No good off the front iron. Cleveland leading by 4. And a wide open look for Irving. No good with the triple.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
The drive by Green.
Move the ball. Stick it to line.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And Cleveland making a change here. Dudley's checked in, and the 76ers making a change here.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good, Green. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ward, guarded by Green. Rebounded by Hudson.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Green dishes to Irving. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Ward. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Outside, Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 24.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Green. Over in the corner, Dudley. And there's the 3-second violation. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. The Cavaliers, number 1. Fourth, the 76ers.
And we're getting to watch two of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
Pass to Ward. Can they get it? And he gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. First in field goal percentage, first in three-point shooting, and they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Love. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Love's got 5 points so far.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Okafor with the screen on Irving. Here's Early. Again, Philadelphia.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Irving sets a screen for Green. And Okafor with the block. They get it back. Green kicks to Love. 4 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And it's Green missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
To the inside, Irving. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach.
We're playing too much on the perimeter.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burns across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Outside, Green. Okafor grabs the miss.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And it's good. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Augustine passes to Green. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Green's got 26.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Out to the right wing. Rivera the pass to Okafor. Okafor with the screen on Augustine. Off the screen. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Okafor. Now here's Green. Tight defense on him. Over to the wing. Here's Augustine. Here's Slaughter. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
There's Green with the 3. They get it back. Blackman uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low-post offense. And the more that continues in the second half, the more beat up and dejected they're going to be. Something we're doing well right now is spacing and shot selection. And we're shooting it pretty well. Getting open, getting looks, and making sure to make the pass when you don't see something. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. This is a very tough opponent, and we've got a difficult half in front of us. But I've got all the faith in the world in you guys. I know you can get this done.
Now the start of the third quarter. Welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Green. He's got 26 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Here's Irving. Green, he's in at shooting guard. Kevin Love out there with Hudson. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Hansen in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. It's a pick by Love. Irving dishes to Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And here's Green outside. Can't get it to go.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And it's Okafor missing. The Cavaliers leading by 4. The drive.
Oh! Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Courtesy of Kia. Pass to Okafor. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Okafor's got 8 points.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Irving kicks to Green. Back to Irving. And there's another one for the Cavaliers. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pick by Okafor. For 3. Offensive rebound. Rivera. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Oh, my gosh, I just got that.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Cavaliers timeout.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Here to check out some stats on Kevin Love. Really been a key contributor over the past month. 10th in field goal percentage, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
Sullinger's checked in for Philadelphia. Love kicks to Irving. Green inside, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Early, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Early's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Green. That drops.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Early, guarded by Green. From the high post. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Early. Outside, Green.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dudley's checked in, and the 76ers making a change here. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. The 76ers trail by 5. Sullinger the screen. And the shot falls short this time.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
The feed to Irving. And Love has it in the corner. Trains the three-pointer. Love's got 8 points.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shot, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Irving drives in. Hansen. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Sullinger the screen. That is good. And now it's just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside Irving. With some arc. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor. The 76ers trail by 4. To the paint. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And he gets the bucket. He's got 12. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Irving passes to Hudson.
Sticking too much.
Down low. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Early's got his 3rd rebound on the night. That evens the score.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Well, Cleveland shooting at 51%. Really solid. Irving drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Sullinger a screen on Irving. And that's collected by Love. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. No one near him. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
And he gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for the 70s. Love with the screen for Irving. And it's Love, top of the key. Again, Love missing. And for the 76ers, they're shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Irving. Kicks it to Early for the lead. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 8 rebounds in this game. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
There's the screen. Here's Irving. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half. Three-pointer, Lowry. Can't hit, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Augustine, that's good.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Augustine against Lowry. Here's Okafor. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Augustine off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Cavaliers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The 76ers trail by 4. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Lowry, Otto Porter Jr. out there with Okafor, and it's Rivera in at the power forward. The offensive rebound, and the layup's good off the glass.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here's Love. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The 76ers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Lowry against Augustine. Lowry dishes to Okafor. 6 to shoot. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Lowry brings the double. Here's Augustine, and again it's Cleveland.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense, and it's right between the paint and the three-point line, and boy, have they been rock solid.
They set the pick. Lowry kicks to Okafor, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from head fouls, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's early in for Manson. Green kicks to Love. Drops in the layup for 2.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
The 76ers trail by 4. Over to the left wing. Early. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game. Here's Augustine. And the pass to Hansen. Back to Green. Up off the screen. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets to space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
It's been a solid outing for Okafor. He's got 10 points. He's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Cavaliers leading. Outside, Green.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Here's early, guarded by Green. There's the pick. Pulls from the top of the key. Here's Rivera, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Here's early. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Here's Green, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And both free throws good for Green.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today been no different.
Okafor with the screen on Augustine.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Irving's checked in for Cleveland. And now the 76ers on the break. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and he gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 1. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And, guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Thank you, Doris. For Cleveland, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Love and Okafor with the block. Collins covered by Irving. Here's Antetokounmpo. The baseline jumper goes down. And now a 3-point 76ers lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And Green gets it to go.
He's got the touch they needed here as this one goes down to the wire.
Yeah, 4 of 4 this quarter, making buckets under duress.
Pick by Okafor. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Feeds to Okafor. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Okafor's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. Irving kicks to Green. Back to Irving. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for your Cavaliers, 3. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort career.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game. And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Here's Okafor, and the rejection by Love. Wow. 1:35 left in the fourth. And Green slams it in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Okafor. 11 feet away, and it falls over the rim and in. Okafor's got 12 points here in the second half. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
And they need something to cheer about again, and soon.
That's how you get the crowd on its feet.
Huge buckets. I think the roof's about to come off this place.
76ers moving the ball around. They double him with Green. Okafor with a screen on Irving. 4 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. Good!
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
There's 37 seconds left.
Oh! That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Howard, covered by Irving. Here's Okafor. Love grabs the board.
You other guys, as soon as the shot goes up, crash the glass.
And so here's Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball, just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on.
Here's Okafor. He kicks to early. There's the dish to Okafor. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Love. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving. At the line for 2.
Shooting two.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
To do and held their ground when it mattered most. And got
sends you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
You put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
I think our team just wore them down over the course of the first 3 quarters. And during the fourth, it made things easy for myself and others to create space. And with the shots that we like to take, it was really team effort. Definitely.
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.